Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all back to the world of The Witcher, and we have got ourselves a griffin to kill, and that is very, very exciting. I can't wait to put my sword through its hide, although we do have an exclamation mark, and you know, being an upstanding, good about the town to do Witcher, I can't ignore someone who is in trouble. So what you talking about, Willis?
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Oh, that is beautiful. I do feel for him, though. Dwarves in this universe are, well, honestly, they have the characteristics you'd expect a dwarf to have.
Any suspects?
Very prideful, stubborn, and just fun characters.
Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out your plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
That
I can find
is
arsonist,
tragic.
provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but I found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Okie dokie then. Let's find ourselves an arsonist. So the real question is, how do we even go about this? I'd suggest we start our search with investigating the tracks around the back. That probably seems like a good idea. Just you know, remove this bush from being a factor. It was bugging me that it was a little bit too colourful. There doesn't seem to be that much in the way of a clue. Let's have a look at our Witcher's sense then, because normally you can find actual tracks on the ground and then follow them with your intuition, but even then it seems, aha, here we go, we found ourselves something just a tad bit suspect. See guys, little tip, when trying to get away with a crime, don't wear glowing neon like paint spraying particle shoes, because someone might catch you, and when they do, they may put a sword through your belly, and that is brutal, but it's the only way to make sure you get their point. Again, I can't resist. So water does tend to put a crimp in finding
A man's. Large.
tracks. Twisted Fire Starter. I'm liking that as a quest name. Alright, fishing rod, fishing net. Guys, I'm actually just going to set up a new life as a fisherman. I think the Witcher's life just isn't for me anymore. I'm getting a little bit old. It just doesn't seem worth it. I have a feeling that it's going to be one of these soldiers. Basically, there was a big stigma and focus in the second game on what is effectively racism towards the elves and the dwarves, the sentient non-human races. There's a big amount of distrust between them and humans, and it causes a lot of strife around the place. So let's see if any of these guys know anything. Okay, doesn't seem so. So the real question is, where would they have gone? I mean, they've not just sank into the sea. You know, I just hate muddied tracks. They're just the worst type of muddied tracks. Failed whistle attempts. I just know the game developers were like, alright, we'll have this boy whistling. Actually, no, that's a little bit too kind. We'll make everyone know that he's actually kind of crap at whistling. I think that is definitely important. The trail, I love missions like this. I just love searching a trail of footprints. So we have some boots that have
Lost
come
his
off here.
boots in the rush.
And it also looks like there's some more clawed feet, which is a little bit concerning.
Jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Okay, so the question is... Escape! Oh god! Well, I mean, yep, okay, drowners, honestly, alright, calm down. Calm down. Everybody, calm down. Everybody hit the deck. Deck to the hit. We're okay. Alright, let's do this a little bit more Witcher style. Actually get ourselves a protective shield on, go back to Igni, which does pretty well against these types, and see if we can't kill them. I do love that just basically on cue it was like, no, look, there really is 100% drowners here. Honestly, look, they're gonna maul your face in 3, 2, 1, face mauling, we're away. Thanks, game. It's good. It is very intense fighting a group of enemies like this. Okay, let's see if we can't burn him. We can indeed. That did a good chunk of health. I wanted to have a little stab at him through the sign. Ooh, gotta get our dodging on. This is a good opportunity, and boom. Let's see if we can't take down... Whoa, how did that not affect him? That's what I'd like to know. I feel like I'm doing okay with my dodging here, but I very much want to finish off the injured one. So I'm going to wait for Igni, and we'll just take him out, and then use their roaring to... let's not go into their territory, because of course I can't roll it around. It seems like they were like, no, he's in the water, we're hard countered. But Dave, we're an aquatic creature. You're right there, Steve. You're right there. We may have messed up. So now that there's only one, we can pretty much go to town. So it's very... okay, that was intense. I'm enjoying that. That was very, very intense. Goodbye, Silver Sword. I've got to go. Now, I do want to loot them. Drowner brains and teeth. I love how the townsfolk
In the rush.
just...
Lost his boots.
Okay,
in the rush.
thanks, Geralt. Thanks a lot. I just wanted to loot this drowner that I literally cleaved in half. That is wonderful. Alright, so back to the trail then. We've headed in to town. Okay, it's not our merchant friend that we saved. That would be a cruel twist. Who is this poor dwarf's arsonist? Okay, so here they go. You can't escape from a Witcher.
But I'll recognize him by his wounds.
I assume then it's got to be this guy. Oh no, is there others here? Are you keeping fire? Yeah, there it is.
Drowner claw marks. It's gotta be him.
Well then, Nap, it's time for you to take one. But dead. I'm talking you're gonna die.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats, am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in.
I stab you in the face, you regret your actions.
Some, but what's left is yours.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
No, we're gonna no, we are going to punch him in the face repeatedly. That is very much wonderful. I mean, I could have peacefully used my rune on him, but, you know, when someone gives you that kind of attitude, you've just got to let them know that you are not in this for the money. You're in this, you know, because it's the good thing to do. You are ultimately a helpful son of a bitch. I don't know why we're a son of a bitch. This guy is punching like an absolute ridiculous. Like, he has got an arm on him. That was one hell of a right hook.
Oh, stop, I give up.
I'll admit, dude, I thought I would annihilate you, but no, you've got some moves.
See the Smith, and take my advice. Don't try anything else.
That was surprising. I really didn't expect him to be that difficult. I need to brush up on my fist fighting.
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Okay, so doing this guy a favor has unlocked another crafting point, so that's actually very useful. Come here, Roach. We have ourselves a herbalist and a hunter to attend to. Roach, you are a very special horse. You really are. I love you, boy, but you're not quite right in the head. Just where was he going? Just circling around a fence post when I'm 5 feet to his left. He's a special one, is our Roach. He's a special one. Alright, so here we are then at the Hunter's Cavern. Let's get back to our griffin-y antics. Ooh, I can't wait to fight it.
Home?
Must be out hunting.
Damn. Okay, so I technically could follow him and see where he's currently hunting, or I could wait for him to come back and in the meantime go see the herbalist. I think that's probably the smartest thing than chasing a hunter through the night up into a mountain when I have no idea what's lurking there. It could result in something quite brutal happening to me, and given how much those 3 drowners nearly ripped my head off, it's a little bit of a scary prospect. So we've got our herb gatherer's hut. This is good. Huh! I love the jump. It's so novel. It's like finally being allowed to jump. It seems so normal, but it's so right.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets. The red bloom. Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. They're only orders.
I do love about The Witcher, everyone does have their ideologies and the way they look at life.
Much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Okay, that seems like a very useful contact. But yeah, it's lovely seeing everyone's different worldview, how they approach the war, how some people are converting to the Nilfgaardian invaders, how some of them are still rebelling against them, and it's really, I love dichotomies like that, I really, really do. I'm looking forward to exploring more of the issues as we go. So we can either go find the hunter, or go get some buckwheat. I think buckwheat is probably the best thing to start with, buckthorn even. Though all I can think of is the griffin that Hagrid owned, which probably, I mean, it just turns out Hagrid just shows up while we fight it. No, that's my griffin. He's got a bit feral, I admit, but that's not the point, alright? Don't kill him. Hagrid, go back to your own universe. You're not welcome here. This is witching territory. Don't make me hunt you. And then the non-human racism continues. It's a tragic tale. Alrighty, let's head on down. This seems very dangerous. We're not the best at fighting in water. Okay. So we have ourselves some buckthorn. This is good. This is very, very good. Fortunately, there's no horrible beasties down there, sharks and otherwise. Imagine just a straight up shark in this lake. There are a few things more terrifying to me than being attacked by a shark. Even though they're statistically not very likely, it's quite the, you know, it'd be an, like, heart-pounding experience. Yeah, I'll just loot this random person's sack. It's mine now. I don't even care what it was, I just want it. Alrighty, Roach, bro! Seriously, boy! You did not need to submerge yourself and walk across a riverbed! Are you insane? My horse is insane, and I don't even mean that as a euphemism. Hey, baby, my horse is insane. I don't really know what that could even be applying to, but apparently we do have to go hunting the hunter in a tale of ultimate irony. Ride down the sheep. Aww, I can't even ride down. What good is a horse if I can't ride people down? But I do love having the ability to hurdle things. I am very much interested in where this hunter is going. You just chill there, my horse. I love the horse system. It really makes a lot of sense. So then, our trails.
Fresh. His love just left home.
Let's continue following them. I love the Witcher's sense of investigation. They really are like the detectives of the world. Like Batman combined with Sherlock and then put in olden times. Well, that was fairly easy, actually. I honestly expected something bad to happen.
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
It's been a
Okay.
problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men something fierce.
That's really, really sad. I love the exploration of the ravages of war.
Too late. Attacked another one.
I mean, just the fact that wild dogs forming packs and ravaging the countryside. I mean, it's a beautifully sad thing that they were once someone's loyal farm dog, and now they're having to be put down because their owners have been lost to the collateral of war. I really did help there, though. Thanks, Miss Laffer. You really did need my assistance. I was just lamenting their passing as he's just like, 1 down, 2 down, arrow coming up, die, dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna loot them. That's fine.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Sorry. Hope you weren't close.
No, not at all.
So,
I like this hunter.
can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians?
We're just gonna leave him here?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
I do like finding a fellow badass hunter. Alrighty then, so we've got ourselves a skill point. So whether we go in magic, alchemy, our combat skills, I'm always a fan of magic. So I might upgrade Igni. I think it's a very valuable thing. Do I want to? I mean, it does give me the stamina regen in combat, which is very useful, and having Igni against armored foes is very useful, so I might very well go for that one. So yeah, let's grab ourselves a point in increased Igni. I'm sure we'll get quite a few throughout the game, but I just really like blasts of fire. It's very satisfying to do out of all of the Witcher's runes. Although we're going to need every trick and trap going to bring down this griffin. I imagine it's the first boss level fight, so it's going to be one heart-pounding encounter. Oh, a bit of heart-pounding goodness. Mislav, where we go? Oh, we're here. That's, I was about to be like, are we there yet? No, we're here.
One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Well, that's not ominous.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right.
It did seem particularly vicious, though.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
See if the Witcher sense helps us out.
Saturated with blood.
Well, I mean, I could have told you that one without any intuition, man. There is blood literally everywhere. That branch shaking was actually kind of worrying. Ooh, did one of them escape?
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Okay, so we're gonna give this a bit of an explore. Let's hop over this bridge for now. We can go get that chest later. I'm very keen on the hunt. So they're living creatures that we probably don't want to get into a tangle with right now. So let's hop up here. It looks like we're going to be going to the top of the mountain, which means we may very well be finding where the griffin is currently calling home, which is obviously a big deal when it comes to... Whoops, just got myself attacked by bees.
What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse, dog, human. A few months' worth.
I feel like I don't want to step on its wing just in case. So clearly this griffin's mate has died. If I had to guess, this would be the male griffin, because it's a little bit larger, it's got more of a mane, that seems to make sense. So the female then, having lost her mate, has gone on a bit of a rampage around the place. You could totally see that happening. Let's have a look if that longsword is any better. No, it's not actually as good as the one we found. That pan quest, very valuable. Alright, let's have an examine.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched.
This is why I'm not a witcher. Maybe it's what I said, but reverse the genders.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old.
It's a very majestic beast.
When young. Male must be about the same age.
I mean, they are brutal and they're killing machines, but they are a beautiful creature in their own way, especially pairing for life. I'm kind of sad to put them down, honestly.
Shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Well, okay then. That is a good bit of information we've acquired. It is very, honestly sad to see such a mighty beast felled like this, especially with its clutch of eggs completely what looks to be burnt and ruined. Let's just loot them while we're here, though we're not, you know, completely crazy. So I wonder what did this to this griffin. That's the
only a human could do this.
Real question. I mean, they could have snuck up on it and slashed it to death, but it would take a very brave or stupid human to do so. I have a feeling there's more going on to this, but yeah, it is a very sad sight. It's something to lament in its own way, and already getting engaged on that level is very, very nice. Go for it! No? Okay, fine. Why won't you let me jump off a cliff? Yeah, we're not getting off here with this horse. No, we might do. Nope, no, he's scared. He will swim under a lake, but he's a little bit too worried when it comes to dropping down a small drop, which granted in real life would ruin a horse, break its legs, you'd have to put it down, but you know, in real life a horse doesn't pretend to be a fish, so I don't think we can make much of an exception there. Alright, if he catches up to me now, we should be able to use him. Yeah, Roach, how'd you get down, can I ask, boy? How did you manage that? God, Roach is a good one, isn't he? Not sure why I dismounted there, that was definitely not what I intended. Roach must be now thinking, you're as messed up as me, Witcher, you know you are. Alrighty, let's head back to the Nilfgaardian camp then and report on what we have learnt. So it looks like next time will be our epic battle with the Griffin, but we've learnt some very valuable information towards it. Okie dokie. Gotta head around to the right. We should probably use the fast travel sign. That makes sense. Oh no, we gotta go. Oh, okay. I completely misremembered my names. Of course, this is our good friend.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
Well, how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Some things. It's a male. Had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Later, Vesemir.
Alright then, guys. Next time, let's bag ourselves a griffin. But for now, from me, Rage, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like if you've enjoyed this. It really does help support the series and does mean a lot to me. God damn it, Roach, every time! Oh, goodbye.